Toyota's new CEO announced something unexpected. Are you ready for some unexpected news from Toyota? In this video, we delve into the announcement made by the new Toyota CEO that has caught many by surprise. While the auto industry seems to be all in on electric vehicles, Toyota takes a different approach. They plan to continue offering various powertrains, including hybrids, plug-ins, hydrogen fuel cells, and some battery electric models. So is Toyota making a smart move or falling behind in the EV race? Let's find out together in this video. Here we begin. During Toyota's recent leadership team unveiling, new CEO Koji Sato made a surprising announcement. The company plans to accelerate the rollout of new electric vehicles as part of its transformation into a mobility company. Sato's strategy centers around a next-generation platform expected to arrive around 2026. However, Toyota plans to continue its diverse powertrain strategy pioneered by its predecessor, including hybrid, plug-in hybrid, and hydrogen-powered cars. Sato believes that a one-size-fits-all approach doesn't work and is prioritizing a three-pronged strategy that includes ramping up Toyota's EV strategy, strengthening its software-first initiatives, and focusing on achieving carbon neutrality in Asia. In addition, Sato wants to develop next-generation EVs that better channel the Toyota brand identity and its reputation as a low-cost, efficient manufacturer. While he admits the competitiveness and the cost of battery electric vehicles will be challenging, he is committed to delivering attractive EVs to more customers. What is the entire discussion? As governments in parts of Europe and the US prepare to ban combustion engine cars, including hybrids, over the next 10 to 15 years, momentum towards battery electric vehicles, BEVs, is gaining speed. This shift and the transition to cutting-edge auto software for driverless cars are leveling the playing field for younger car makers. According to experts, Toyota, the best-selling global automaker for 3 years in a row, must accelerate its efforts on both fronts to remain competitive. The most crucial task for Toyota at present is to speed up its BEV development efforts like never before, said Sanshiro Fukao, a senior research fellow at the Itochu Research Institute. Despite Toyota's impressive sales figures of almost 10.5 million vehicles last year, outperforming German runner-up Volkswagen Group's 8.3 million vehicles and ranking highly in major markets such as Japan, the US, and Europe, the automaker must adapt quickly to market changes. The recent COVID-19 pandemic, semiconductor shortages, and high raw material costs have taken a toll on the industry. On paper, Toyota's new energy strategy appears to be ambitious. The company aims to sell 3.5 million BEVs by 2030, accounting for about 30% of its annual sales. However, for the fiscal year ending March 2022, BEVs made up only 0.2%, or 16,000 units, of its 9.5 million vehicles sold. Conventional internal combustion engines, ICE vehicles, accounted for 72%, while hybrid vehicles comprised 27%. It's challenging to move away from engines when your entire business is centered around them, Fukao said. In addition, Toyota's success with hybrid vehicles, starting with the world's first mass-produced Prius, makes the shift to BEVs even more difficult for the automaker. According to Michael Dunn, CEO of EV-focused consultancy ZozoGo in the US, Toyota does many things well, making it challenging to let go of the traditional engine. However, market and customer preferences are evolving rapidly, and the automaker needs to be aggressive and stay on top of these changes to avoid getting left behind. Toyota is aware of the major changes happening in the industry. The new leadership is focused on transforming the company into a mobility company through a full model change. According to current Chief Toyota, Sato, the incoming chief, also recognizes the trends and plans to accelerate BEV development with a different approach. Pulling itself together. When Sato takes on his new role in April, stakeholders will look to him for a detailed explanation of Toyota's BEV strategy. The company has been criticized for getting off to a late start and needing to rework its plan. Although stock prices reached an all-time high in January 2022, after the company revised its sales targets, they have declined due to analysts' disapproval of Toyota's current strategies. The company's first mass-produced BEV, the bZ4X, was recalled shortly after its launch, leaving Toyota with a follow-up BEV as its competitors unveiled their flashy models. Nakanishi of Nakanishi Research Institute said that Toyota needs to figure out why it failed and how it will recover. Sato's announcement in February to accelerate BEV development, starting with the Lexus brand by 2026, was met with confusion. As it was unclear whether this meant Toyota was starting over from scratch, analysts are skeptical, as they believe the company lacks a meaningful base for development due to its initial stumble. According to Kenichiro Wada, an auto electrification consultant, Toyota's 3-year plan to accelerate BEV development is too slow. It won't be competitive against rivals like Tesla and Chinese automakers, launching new models much faster. The competition in the BEV market is rapidly gaining pace. Last year, 7 million BEVs were sold, accounting for 8.7% of total auto sales, with Toyota holding a market share of only 0.3%, ranking 27th in the sector. LMC Automotive predicts that by 2030, BEV sales will reach 37 million units, accounting for 36% of global light vehicles. If Toyota sells 3.5 million units, its market share could increase to about 9%. While Sato emphasized that the decision to accelerate BEV development was not based on competitiveness, experts argue that Toyota has little choice but to prioritize BEVs due to increasing regulations on the sale of gasoline and hybrid cars worldwide. For example, the EU and some US governments are introducing policies to cap vehicle CO2 emissions and ban sales of such vehicles after 2035. However, Toyota has lobbied against the new non-combustion engine future, along with other automakers in the industry. In fact, Influence Map reports that Toyota has consistently advocated for a long-term role for ICE-powered hybrid vehicles over battery electric vehicles. Globally, including in Japan, the US, and the EU from 2021 to 23. Despite the increasing competition and rising demand for battery electric vehicles, Toyota has been cautious in its transition towards BEVs. This has drawn criticism from climate-concerned stakeholders, who accuse the company of negative climate lobbying. In addition, Toyota's less ambitious BEV targets and CEO Akio Toyoda's reasoning that exploring diverse paths towards carbon neutrality is necessary have not been well received by investors and climate activists. Although Toyota acknowledges the importance of promoting electrified vehicles globally, the company remains wary of the negative impact of the transition to BEVs might have on its suppliers and the wider auto sector. Experts say BEVs require fewer components than engine cars, and engine part suppliers may lose jobs. However, promoting a larger renewable energy industry could create more jobs. Moreover, Toyota has raised concerns about supply chain constraints due to limited amounts of lithium, a key battery material, and a lack of clean electricity sources to power BEVs. Additionally, limited charging infrastructure is also a challenge. As such, Toyota argues that there is no one-size-fits-all solution to achieve carbon neutrality, and each region requires a unique approach. Hardware versus software. Toyota's approach has been scrutinized as the automotive industry shifts towards new energy and software-defined vehicles. While the company has made strides in hybrid and fuel cell technologies, it has fallen behind in the software race. Analysts have voiced concerns about Toyota's ability to compete in areas such as automated driving and infotainment, which are becoming increasingly important to consumers. According to Masahiro Otsuka, an auto software specialist at consultancy SBD Automotive, the rise of in-car semiconductors and software has given birth to a software-defined vehicle, when a car's values can be updated overnight, just like smartphones. However, Toyota is currently ranked at level 2 in SDV development, allowing only partial updates in basic software. One reason for Toyota's slower progress is its strategy of developing most of its software in-house instead of buying technologies or hiring more personnel. While this approach allows for strong control over intellectual property and keeps costs low, it takes longer for final products to reach the market. However, Toyota's subsidiary, Wowen Planet Holdings, led by an ex-Google robotics engineer, is making strides in developing automotive software and technologies. Toyota's new president, Akio Toyoda's successor, Toshihiro Sato, believes that BEVs are not the only way to achieve a carbon-neutral future. At a March event, Sato emphasized the importance of preparing a variety of options including hydrogen, hybrids, and plug-in hybrids that consider local differences in energy and economic environments, as well as society and culture. Furthermore, Toyota values not just the software itself, but what we want to achieve through software, and is currently in quite a deep discussion over the topic, Sato said. Despite Sato's optimism, some experts have warned that if Toyota fails to transition to new energy and software, it could suffer the same fate as past corporate giants in the mobile phone industry that quickly tumbled out of the competition after the emergence of Apple's iPhones. Toyota himself expressed a sense of crisis in 2017, saying that the battle has begun, not of win or lose, but of live or die. As the industry continues to shift towards new technologies, it remains to be seen if Toyota can keep up and remain a dominant player in the automotive market. What do you think about the announcement by the Toyota CEO? Comment down below and subscribe for more.